Tensions are boiling in Pakistan's volatile southwestern region of Balochistan as insurgent groups intensify their campaign against Islamabad and its ally China. A deadly explosion near Karachi's international airport claimed the lives of 3 individuals, including 2 Chinese nationals, in an attack that is the latest reminder of the Balochistan insurgency's growing resistance to Pakistan's control and China's expanding influence. We have a report.
On October 6, a massive explosion occurred near the international airport of the southern Pakistani city of Karachi, killing a total of 3 persons and injuring at least 17 others. Footage of the scene of the explosion showed several vehicles engulfed in flames. The attack is the latest in a string of violence against Chinese workers in Pakistan. It comes less than 2 weeks before the Shanghai Cooperation Organization summit to be held in the national capital. In a statement, the Chinese embassy in Pakistan confirmed that 2 Chinese nationals were killed and 1 injured in the explosion near the airport. The Baloch Liberation Army, or BLA, an armed rebel group operating in the region, took responsibility for the carnage. Baloch Liberation Army claimed the explosion was an attack carried out by them using a vehicle-borne improvised explosive device targeting Chinese nationals, including engineers.
It was a well-coordinated attack by the Baloch Liberation Army, which targeted Chinese nationals at a place which is highly secure area at a time when Chinese nationals were highly secured. They were going in, along with the military convoy. The convoy was over like 15 to 16 military vehicles, but still the Baloch Liberation Army's Majid Brigade not only had that information, but they were able to attack and target Chinese nationals. And this attack was not an isolated attack. The Baloch Liberation Army has already given ultimatum to the Chinese government that they should leave Balochistan, they should stop supporting Pakistan, they should stop funding Pakistan,
The Baloch Liberation Army has been fighting for the independence of Balochistan, a region that has long suffered under the control of both Pakistan and increasingly China. The insurgency has intensified in recent years, particularly as Beijing expands its economic presence in the region through large-scale infrastructure projects like CPEC. In August, the BLA launched coordinated attacks in Balochistan, resulting in over 70 deaths. The group's opposition to China stems from a deep-rooted belief that Chinese investment is exacerbating the plight of the Baloch people by exploiting their natural resources while delivering little to no benefits to local communities. The BLA's origins can be traced back to the 1970s, when leftist guerrilla groups in Balochistan fought for autonomy. Their movement was brutally crushed by the Pakistani military, but the group has since re-emerged, and today it wages larger-scale attacks, particularly targeting Chinese workers and interests.
Recently, where Baloch Liberation Army has taken over the Mujh city, they have taken over the city for over 2 days, and they've killed a huge number of Pakistani military personnel, and they have targeted many, military installments and other governmental installments there. After that, what we have seen only in the month of August, when the Operation Herof, in which Mahal Baloch, a female suicide attacker, was also involved. Along with her, there was 10 suicide attackers and a huge number of Baloch Liberation Army's members taken part. According to the organization, the number was in 800. So think about it. If Baloch Liberation Army is capable of attacking Pakistan at the very same day in 40 districts of Balochistan, 14 districts of Balochistan in 40 different areas, and they can carry out 44 attacks, and all those attacks are lethal.
Despite promises of economic development, Balochistan remains mired in poverty and underdevelopment. Nearly 70% of the population lives below the poverty line, with a staggering number of children out of school. Healthcare and education systems in the region are on the verge of collapse, leading to a worsening humanitarian situation. Chinese projects in Gwadar, once a hub for the indigenous Baloch people, have displaced local businesses and residents, further alienating the local population. This influx of Chinese interests has deepened Pakistan's already crippling debt to Beijing, leaving little room for Balochistan's economic upliftment. For many in Balochistan, China's growing influence represents a form of neo-colonialism where the Baloch land and resources are exploited while the people continue to face grinding poverty.
There is a huge resentment in the Baloch people. They are continuously resisting. If you see in Balochistan, no one is happy that the Chinese are present in Balochistan. No one is happy that how they are fencing Gwadar, how they are treating the locals of Gwadar, how they are treating the locals of the area from where they say that they're investing billions of dollars. The people of that area does not have drinking water.
The absence of a political solution has driven the Baloch people to take up arms against both Pakistan and China. With no meaningful dialogue or efforts to address the underlying grievances, Baloch groups have resorted to armed resistance, seeing no other path to achieve autonomy or independence.